This boar is on a mission. Where are you going, buddy? Oh, you're dropping off something in the depot as well? Oh, you silly boy, that's not yours, that's for humans. You're just a boar, you don't use depot. Don't you be making aggressive boar sounds at people, you jerk. Alright everybody, it's time for us to just have a moment of zen. As we are here today, taking a look at a little banger by the name of Patron. Now, many aeons ago, the Birdmen played Banished on the channel. Have you heard of this game, Banished? Maybe, perhaps, who knows. Played it on the channel a very long time ago, had fun with it. We've played our fair share of sim colony building games since then, such as RimWorld, End Zone, Apocalypse building style, etc, etc. But recently I got a knack for that, just that old school comfy zen feel of a colony sim building game, and I ran into Patron. And this thing here reminded me a lot of Banished, so I figure, hey, let's take it out for a spin, see what's up. First thing we must do in Patron is to name the town. And we shall call this the old usual nest. A lion. You get this lion out of here. You give me a flying creature. I mean, a dragon is a flying creature, sure. But, you know, I'm not really that much into the dragons. So if you could give me, like, a falcon in particular, that'd be great. No.
Nope.
Choose where we want to live. A dormant volcano. I'm not sure if I want to live near volcanoes. Sounds like a terrible idea. Mediterranean, peaceful, almost Mediterranean-looking island. Fertile soil. Pine Ridge, named after thick pine forest that sprawls through the air. You know what? This sounds like it'd be nice, especially once winter starts rolling by and we have snow. You know, pine and snow, it goes hand in hand. Yeah, sure, we'll do this one, why not? Welcome, Patron. Your citizens have already built the townhouse and are ready for your guidance. Focus on getting your citizens a place to live, food to eat, and firewood to keep warm. Build houses, yada yada yada, you know, essentially just survive. So really quickly, before we get these people up and running, let's just pause, just to kind of take everything in, what type of field we're dealing with, type of land. I'm liking here thus far. We also apparently have a couple of streams cutting across a couple of rivers. Probably build some bridges over that. So we have plenty of land here to expand over time. But obviously everything starts here at our townhouse. So, first things first, let's get to some production. Early on, very hard to survive in this game, kind of like Banished as well. You gotta do really good early on in order for you to actually, you know, reap the fruit of your labor eventually down the line. I like to start off here with the old gatherer shelter. You know, we're getting to hunting as well, but you know, early on, you gotta live off the berries, the mushrooms, whatever it is. So, let's see about finding a nice efficient place for you. Ooh, I like that 112 already. You'll probably find, oh, I saw 114 there momentarily. Now the thing here is that I don't want it to be too far because I don't want the traveling to be too long, although we could probably circumvent that with some depots here at some point. I'm gonna put the depot somewhere in the middle, but I also want to get a hunter not too far away from there. You know, just have the gather and the hunters kind of together. Then we'll put the depot to kind of circle between the radius so it collects both of them. See, here in this fantastical lands of the past, way in the past, they had depots which apparently could teleport items from one depot to another. So you know how we have to, you know, manually take items from one place to another? Here back in the days, you would put them in a depot and say you had a depot down here. That item that you put here would teleport over here. It's really amazing technology they had back in those days. Fortunately, we lost it over time. There it is. Give me that depot and oh, it works out wonderful. As a matter of fact, let's put you outside a tree so you don't destroy the what we're using here. Perfect. You'll cut down a couple of trees, but it's fine. Now, let's unpause. Let's have my individual start getting this up and running here a little bit. Next thing. We're going to want some houses for these people because they get very antsy early on. Oh, I don't like to live in the cold and, you know, rain falling on me months on end before I have a roof over my head. They get really touchy about stuff like that. So, housing, I just started and they're already doing, you see what I'm saying? Now, early on, I would advise you to stick to the tents. Houses require insulation, they require a lot of firewood and coal to keep warm. Tents apparently don't, so I guess they're suffering in the tents, but at least it gives you a peace of mind, which is always good, you know, it's your peace of mind over there, is what I'm saying. And I think that should be fine. Let's focus a little bit on roads as well here too, and roads, my friends. I guess you don't need it because you have the town hall right there, that's fine. But we actually do need roads for that up there, so I think we should be able to place some in between here. So we'll make a couple of roads that circle our houses, just to give them a little bit more pathing to where I want them to go eventually. So something, yeah, sure. Do that. That. And then we'll have the big roads leading up to work areas up here. And you'll connect to that. And you will connect to that. There it is. Okay. Let's get focused on making these happen first so that we have food coming in and whatnot. I know you guys want houses, but you're going to have to deal with it because, you know, what would you prefer? Starve to there or just go a couple of days without a roof? Now next, let's go over to production. Let's do gatherers is ready to go. Hunting lodge is good. I see you guys are building those tents before what the things I told you up there, huh? Oh, you defiant jerks. Sawmill to be very important as well. Forester's hut will be to plant more things for us, which is good. So we got gatherers ready. Hunting's ready. So let's do Forester's hut. You will be in charge of replanting trees for us, which is good. Trying to make it so I don't have to travel too far, but I guess I'll take the 114 right here. And this one's going to require a depot to itself because it's way, way out there on its own. So we'll do that. And let's set up the road. Down. Always forget to click the actual road icon afterwards. And the road that connects to that. Very good. Now you don't necessarily have to, I guess they do for the road. It's going to be like, you know what, can you just go around that? I don't want you destroying these rocks right now. We don't need them. You need them for the road, don't you? Oh, so annoying. I should have made the road a bit further below, I suppose, huh? Oh, you jerks. Okay. Let's set up a carrier. And depot's ready to go. I guess they got their houses done first. They really wanted roofs over their head. So with this done, we're still not out of the woods just yet, because, I mean, technically we are, because they're the ones in the woods over here. We're not in the woods. But we also need to get sawmill to start transferring that lumber into things that we could actually burn for warmth, you know, because otherwise we will die. So we need sawmill. Sawmill, that could be hanging out somewhere over here, because it doesn't have to be like in the forestry area, so I don't mind it just being over here. We have roads as well. And chances are, oh, the depot does not reach, unfortunately. So we'll have to make a little depot for this one itself. Although the depot here isn't too far, so it would carry over, but that's fine. Let's put the depot on the other side. Sure. I'll make it right over there. Jobs, jobs, jobs. So gatherers and hunters. We still got 6 workers available, which is fine. But now that's good. Let's go into research. Now the research when it comes down to this, time's running slow in the background, yes, we're at 5 times speed. My goal right now, let me slow this down, it's just like I do give a little bit of an explanation what my thought process is here. I'm going to get this first because, you know, more food is always good. My goal right now is going to be gathering haul, because you need to get up to this point in order to start farming. So it's good to be able to gather stuff and hunt animals and whatever, but eventually you're going to become self-efficient, which obviously need your farms for. This is required for farming, so after I get Fisherman's Hut, we're going to go quarry and just go down the line until we get up to that point as soon as possible. Right now we're lacking lumber to make the Fisherman's Hut though, so we have to wait that out. Also have woodcutter available now and forester as well. Now mind you, we're cutting down our workers because our workers are the ones that carry stuff from place to place, build. So we're cutting down the amount of people we have able to do stuff. But we're just about almost out of the woods when it comes to getting all the early production buildings up and running. Next thing we want to focus on too is increasing our production itself. So large baskets, something I do want to focus on, but again, this will also require lumber, and right now since I want to get those things built, I'm going to hold off on it just a bit longer. Don't cancel that out because I do need to see what's happening. That's done. They actually cleared that out rather quickly. I'm quite surprised. There's also a bear apparently running around over here. Hunter, can we take care of this bear before he starts mauling our people? I kind of want this to be built, so somebody acquire leather, go kill a bear. There's many of them roaming around. Well, meanwhile, oh, I think it's being... Yeah, there it is, fine. Let's get it up and running just because I hate to see that empty spot right there. Thank you. It was driving me nuts. OCD, man, it's a big problem when it comes to these games. What's good about this, too, is that we have the road there, so it'll be... Let's see, there's the bear right there. There he is again. He's just wandering around and trying to intimidate my individuals here as they're working along like I'm gonna maul ya. He's the one that's really cutting into their work process. Alright, so we're at 30 set. There we go. Now the lumber's coming in, boys. Pause momentarily so my small brain could kind of consider what's next here. Fisherman's Hut, definitely. Unpause it. There it is. And once that's ready, we'll set that bad boy down right over here. Once that is done... Oh, what's happening? The king is pleased that the new colony is slowly getting on its feet. You've placed the foundations of a flourishing city. For that you've been rewarded. So we got 150 corn, 150 firewood, and 150 lumber. Yo, let's go. Now, you have opened everything up for me by doing that. So those will be random events that happen as well. Sometimes positive, sometimes negative. You know, you're used to them. A little bit of RNG action right there. So Fisherman's Hut. I mean, if you guys want to knock down those stones right there along the way, I'm not going to stop you. Go for it. And we'll do a depot for this bad boy right here, because more than likely we'll have a couple more Fisherman's Hut down here eventually, just lined up. So if you could take that into consideration, not a bad thing, I would say. I'll probably even leave a little bit of room in between so we can have a road. You know, why not? What's stopping us from having a road? Nothing's stopping us, really. Except the coast, apparently. Hey, please, just let me build the freaking road. So that's done. Let's make this priority numero uno, if you guys can. So we got all the wood in the world. Giggity giggity. It's time to get the quartz. So again, we're not going to start mining or doing any tool smithing, anything like that. It's basically all just right now being streamlined to get the gathering hall. Large baskets too? Yes, absolutely. Now we are producing 802 a year. Efficiency is 129. It's amazing. We'll come over here as well. Research is done. Good, good, good. Let me get the mine. We'll come over here, and we also want to get expert butchers. Now keep in mind, this is a trap that you could fall into early. And that is production during winter, expansion, worker slots. Let me get another hunter in there, sure, why not? How many people do we got? Fisherman? Oh, Fisherman's ready to go. So that's the one that we just opened up right now. We have 2 workers left over. The big thing after a bit early game that you're going to see right now is that then we have to wait for people to be lured here. We're at 90 happiness, which is a good way to lure people. But then it becomes a bit of a waiting game, which is the reason why I've said early on it's hard to survive, because you could get production, everything's coming in nicely. As you can see over here, we're going to be ready for winter. But the caveat is that now we have to wait for people to either be coaxed to join or our young kids to grow up to be, you know, working adults. So that's when the time comes to hit 10 and just chill in the back and those things happen. Other than the fact that there's this road thing here that's really bothering me. Could I just please let me build a road right there? Look at this gap right there. It's destroying my will as a man. It's being demeaned right now because I can't put a road right there. It's just driving me insane. Well, you know what I'll do? I'll have... Oh, you don't even let me put a road there? What is this? King, get out of here. Or you force them to make a road for me. The poor state of our treasury has reached the king's ears. He's offered to help us this time. And be careful that what you spend on your coins on, especially in the beginning. Investing, building upgrades is a good idea. Oh, so you're sending me money. Hey, another good one, huh? Thank you. So with that money that we were tossed away, let's go into Toolsmith. Now, one of the things that I haven't mentioned, just because it hasn't really come up yet, plus we also have to unlock the research for it, that's going to be decrease. Not royal decrees, but at least township decrees. If we come over... Stop doing that. Come over here, we have decrees. And these all basically change a bunch of laws that, you know, either increase taxes, lower taxes, immigration incentives to get more people to come. But we do need... Move you. Influence for that, right? Right now we have 3 of 3, so we definitely can use that for a lot of the economy ones right now. I would personally save them to get into the immigration incentives so we have a lot more people wanting to join. The more people you have, the easier it is to kind of get up and running. As I mentioned early on, it's a matter of just getting people to either grow up or just lure them over here. So we could add decrees for things like that, which is another big part of the game. Haven't touched on it just yet. Not sure if we'll be able to do it in this video, but it's there. Now the research, Toolsmith just about done. How's everything else, you're asking? Well, let's go into large baskets 3. Again, our goal here is to just make sure we have 10 left over. And then we'll do expert skinning for more leather production. Sure, why not? This will be more production during winter. Not sure we need that just yet. 4 tools for expert butcher. Yes, we'll do that as well. Down to 77 gold now. Let's not get too crazy here, Falcon. What about sawmill? I'm not too much worried about sawmill stuff right now. Fisherman, though, sturdiness, very important. And we'll probably drop 1 more into sturdiness to get a 3, and we'll also probably even get the expansion. Maybe hold off on it. I wanted to get the expansion because the production would then really skyrocket. But, man, it is going to lower the amount of free workers we have around to just do the menial tasks that need to get done day to day. We'll see. Maybe I do it. 60 coins we're looking for. That should be coming up here fairly soon. Fertilizer 2 should be enough for you. 3 tools. 30 coin. Well, let's get that up and running. And the 50 will come yet again, and then we'll definitely do the expansion here. Right? Come on, there it is. And we're at the extra person. And now once the extra person gets over here, you saw we are up to 960 now. So when it comes to, yeah, I know. These young adults, these young kids, get them to work out here. This should be like Frostpunk where we can just force everybody to come in here. The number of free workers, yeah. Just force them, even if they get upset, I'd be like, you know what, we're trying to survive here, okay? Oh, sorry that Timmy had to go and fetch some coal in the snow. Well, you rather freeze to death or something, or what? I guess momentarily we could drop in on our forester out over here, as you can see. Taking the trees out there, replanting them after cutting them down. It's a very nice little process. What the hell is this animal? Oh, it's a boar. This boar is on a mission. Where are you going, buddy? Oh, you're dropping off something in the depot as well? Oh, you silly boy. That's not yours. That's for humans. You're just a boar. You don't use depot. Don't you be making aggressive boar sounds at people, you jerk. Friction's over here doing his thing as well. This kind of looks like one of those mobile game ads that you see. That's a good job to have, though, right? As a fisherman. I mean, people retire to fish, you know? I'm going to retire. I'm going to go fish now the rest of my days in life. This guy, his career is actually fishing. His career is the hobby that you retire to. It's pretty good. Gatherers, what's going on over here, huh? Oh, you seem to have a lot of things going on. Let's see if I could rotate around and see what's happening here. Oh, first bit of snow. You can see it right there. This is what I wanted to see. This is what's up now. So now we've hit that point where, hey, Falcon, you might freeze to death, aren't you? Yeah, that's a possibility. These tents probably won't be too good. We'll start focusing on that. But what's cool about it, you can actually see the roads a bit more easier in the snow now, too. Look at that. Yeah, buddy. That's what's up. Hey, could you guys just give me 5 gold? Just 5 gold is all I require right now to get this next research up and running, okay? There's only so much I can stall and wait before I get completely... There we go, finally. Carpenter's hut. So now we got 12 tools left over. We can start building it again. It's going to cost us 500 gold, so if you thought 200 was a bit of a wait, well, this also isn't a bit of a wait. But since we're also now here in winter time, you see how from 10 workers we're now to 11? Our youngsters are starting to finally grow up and become useful members of our society as opposed to just little grubby things that eat food and that's about it. And we got a really cool little winter thing happening over here as well. Once we get up to the farming though, then... I mean, once this is done, then I can start doing some decrees and get that immigration incentive unlocked through research, which by the way, where would that be at? Immigration incentive, oh, that's a... Oh, thankfully it actually branches out from gathering, huh? So once we get that, we could easily jump into immigration incentive. Beautiful. That is what's up. Downside though is that I do have to do a little bit of waiting for it. So how about we drop it here for this one? Hopefully you guys enjoyed. We have a nice little thing here happening, but at this point it's just a matter of waiting. So as opposed to just continue to record and watch you, have you guys just watch here as we wait. I'm gonna end it here. If you guys enjoyed it, I could definitely come back and do a bit more. So you let me know, and I could just do this stuff, this waiting thing off camera. And if you guys want to see some more, we can come back next time and continue from the point where I actually have gathering already, so we can start doing farms and immigration incentive and more people coming in, and then we can get this expanded. Right now, limited based on the amount of people. But as I've mentioned, it's very important to get good productions early on because as you can see, it's winter. As a matter of fact, going through winter really quite well. Nobody's sick. Happiness is 90. Tons of food, tons of lumber, tons of firewood. It's looking amazing. So if early on you could get this up and running like this, you'll be set for quite a bit. And then it's just literally a waiting game. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'll catch you next time.